Alright guys, it's been a while really. The last time I uploaded a video, I think it's been a couple of weeks now, and I actually stopped uploading, or I went on a break for a reason. Well, maybe I'll be able to discuss that or just share light on why I have not been uploading video a couple of weeks. Let's Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. And as usual, for those of you that have been a real fan, my core fans, thank you for stopping by again. And if you are seeing my face for the very first time, this is J.O.S. Travel Abroad. I want to use the opportunity to say thank you for at least trying to find out what does this guy really have to say. Generally what I do here is talk about how to migrate abroad using the study route. And I also dwell more on if you're planning to come to Malta through study, which is basically the safer route. This is because I have direct information concerning how to go about it if you want to migrate abroad. And if you noticed, if you really been following me for a while now, you will notice that it seems I have not been uploading for some time now. This is because I actually travel home. Yeah, I traveled home after 2 years. I traveled home to do something very important, more like a life-changing, if you notice. So, okay, let me give you a clue to what I want him to do. This guy went on to do the right thing, and I think I'm back after that. Okay, in the middle of it, I intended to share some information concerning some things I noticed and which I believe might be helpful to some of you planning to come to Malta, so you'll be able to work with this information to make the actual decisions that would be beneficial to you. Now, if you look at it, we all know, you must have been doing your research, and you will notice everybody will be like, Malta is one of these English-speaking countries in Europe. I would say one out of the two countries in Europe where English is an official language. So, and Malta has been getting that recognition. Apart from the numbers of tourists that are coming to Malta because of the weather, the beauty of it is that it's tourist attractive country. So apart from people coming in for that purpose, they have a very good, wonderful weather. And some of us now that are coming in to do one or two, like trying to find a feet. Also, we've also been noticing this trend. Like there's been this huge recognitions. People are beginning to notice the beauty of coming to Malta. Yeah, it's a small country, small, beautiful, powerful. Yeah, if you understand what I mean. Now, despite that, we know that it's a small country. We also understand that they center most things around services, not like they have more production company. And then what you will find easily, mostly in Malta, is jobs around hospitality. Now, I'm talking about those of you planning to come to Malta as a student, which of course is the best route. The common job you will find for you to start up with jobs in hospitality, like the waiter, cleaner, kitchen helper, and then constructions, because they keep reconstructing some of the facilities or buildings to accommodate the high inflow of foreigners coming in for tourist purpose. So you would easily get something around hospitality. And if you know you are not that type of person that would really love to start with something like that, you might need to start thinking, before you're making that next step. Okay, now what I mean, if you go by the title of this video, you would understand. I discovered along the line, why do we know that there are some set of categories of people that struggle a bit when they come in here, and those that can easily fit into the system. So it's not like it favors this set of people more than the other set, but I think based on the availabilities of the kind of job you will get at first, you need to really look at it. Now, what am I talking about? I noticed that the female students actually struggle more at first when they get to Malta. These are the categories of people that really struggle more than the other when they get to home, because of the kind of job you can easily get doing. right way. Now, for instance, if you are coming in as a female applicant or female, well, okay, let's say student, you notice you'll be looking for job around maybe restaurant in terms of waitress or kitchen help. A lot of people struggle to pick up those jobs. They feel it's a bit tedious. It involves you to really be, energetic. You have to be prepared to do that. So you find job easily around the kitchen help because people don't stay long on that job. Okay, and then housekeeping. You find ladies around the housekeeping, which is more like correlating with caregiving, domestic helper or workers. So, but the housekeeping too, I have noticed about one or two persons, female applicants or students that friends that are close to me. I noticed how they were struggling with that kind of job, housekeeping. It's really demanding. It's demanding. So if you look at that, then the next thing is start looking for either caregiving job, which is very, very minimal. It's not as huge like you find in other bigger countries like UK, Canada, or US. So they have a very few numbers of occupation or opportunities around that caregiving. Basically because they invite, for those that be coming for nursing programs and all that, they probably would have been doing most of those functions. So caregiving like that is not like it's something that's that rampant, okay? And not everybody actually love to do that and love or that kind of job. So if you look at this, you discover that it's so low compared to where there are opportunities for the female students. They have very low options compared to the guys. Now let's look at what are available for the guys. For instance, you will see that if you were strong as a guy, the student, female student, a male student, you might just decide to start with construction. A lot of options: construction workers, laborers. You don't need skills, you don't need qualification. It's just about your strength. How can you do it? Then these are the things about the guys. The guys who are strong enough, instantly they can just pick up something around the construction, just to keep themselves going and start getting fun until they begin to look into what to do next. Then guys can easily take up this kitchen helper job than the ladies. You get, because of the demanding nature, and the men have that stamina to do that. So you will, even if you find most bigger hotels or big restaurants like that, the kitchen helper, which are the dishwasher, in terms of the dishwasher, are mostly the guys, mostly guys that are available to do that dishwashing thing and all that. The other aspect of kitchen helper is maybe when you're assisting the chef and all those stuff. That's where you probably want to slot in the ladies. So the guys take up those jobs. It's demanding, and some don't stay long in it. Look at that. The security. Most ladies don't see it as something to do when you're looking at security. So there's security there. There's other job like laborer, plumber, electrician assistant, all this stuff. So you see, guys have a whole lot of options to quickly get into and start, finding their way, get into balance. So this is just one thing that I feel that. So in case you are now planning to come down to Malta as a lady, it would be ideal if you will actually plan properly, in the sense that make sure you have something to sustain yourself with for about a couple of months, and then you plan the kind of job to switch or to go into. There are sales assistants there, like ladies for those roles, supermarkets, attendant, sales assistant. So all these jobs might need you to have your resident permit before you start going or applying to work in those areas. And that means now that there are a huge pressure on the identity for people coming, the process is not as fast as it used to be because of the pressure, the workload. That means you might be expected to get your resident card within 2 months to 3 months. What does this mean? If you're coming in as a female student, I would advise have something to sustain yourself for at least 4 to 6 months. 6 months. I've said that in many of my videos, 4 to 6 months. As soon as you get in, then you begin to work towards the jobs you can do based on your strength. You look at sales assistant, restaurant attendant, and see if you start looking at the caregiving job as well. So these are the set of people that these are the things I feel I should bring to your notice just to help you plan. But for the guys, okay, guys can do construction, guys can, particularly, you know, the rider thing, guys can do the rider job, dispatch rider. All you just need is to come in with your international driver license. You know you can ride bike. They would recruit you immediately once you have your resident card on that your international driver license that allow you to go drive and ride a bike. All you just need to do is 6 months into it, you begin to work to convert or to get your motor license, so you can then switch to using that, and also decide if you will be basically considering doing both as well, where there is a whole lot of money. It's not easy to get your driver license now, but if you can, those guys that drive boats, basically they're doing fine. They're doing fine. If you can become a boat driver in Malta, it has a good opportunity anyway. So let's just put it that way. This is just something I feel to share, and I hope it makes sense, and you'll find one or two things very interesting to pick from this video. But I have other information concerning how you start planning yourself in case you tend to stay long or not staying long in Malta. Until my next videos, I would just like to say, if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. Click on the subscribe button and also the notification button. Once I upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified, and you don't know, it might be the actual information you might be looking for as at the time that video will be, you know, released. Until then, I want to say a big thank you for watching up to this moment, and bye for now.